guys, this is Pedram Rafi and you're watching the everyday's market review of Forex stock market and cryptocurrency market. During this program, we're going to check the situation on the markets, the United States Forex, United States stock market indexes, Forex pairs, the famous ones, and of course, we're going to check the technical situation on the charts of cryptocurrency main currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't forget to leave your comments under the video so I would know what kind of assets you are interested in, so in future I would try to check them as well. As you know, the situation haven't changed from previous weeks. War in Ukraine is continuing. There is some phase changing in economy of Russia, and there's some phase changing economy in Ukraine as well. And as you know, sanctions are continuing to get approved against Russia, but there was some real quick shifting in oil prices, which we have observed during previous week. If you actually paid attention, that oil started to fall. Someone believes that this falling is related to oil supplies, like amount which is getting higher because of Saudi Arabia prophecies, because of some OPEC countries higher oil production value, which is going to get higher in future. But there's a main reason of the situation which we have. The main reason of oil prices downward movement, about which we actually told you about, which we actually made you ready. We just told you that from previous weeks actually, that there would be some changes in China's policy, which could kind of hit oil prices, because higher oil prices for China is not really good. China is the biggest oil importer, and the prices of oil, when they're getting higher, it's not really good for countries which are buying oil in big amounts. That's good for American, for example, oil suppliers, for Russian oil suppliers, but that's not really good for Chinese. So they started to talk about COVID and coronavirus infection spreading around China just from previous week. And that's really funny, because during, for example, previous, if you remember, during previous year, even during this year, they always try, China authorities always try to hide the statistics about COVID infections and COVID spreading. But this time is like just starting to tell that, oh, sorry, there's some COVID infection spreading all around China. We have to close cities, we have to close ports. They have already closed Shanghai, which is actually which has a really harsh impact on oil prices. And that's why oil prices started to fall. So that's how China actually have the power to control markets, and they actually need to pay attention more, because during past 4 years, China showed us that its power in the world, its economic power, and its power shifting strategy of some economic shifting of the world even is really powerful, and we just need to pay attention on this factor and just pay attention what China is doing and what would go on next with the world economy due to Chinese authorities' decisions. So let's talk less about news and talk more about economic factors. What we have today on the economy calendar is kind of empty. CB consumer confidence at 2 o'clock p.m. by Greenwich time is falling, unfortunately, and George's job opening of United States as well. It's actually falling. So today's United States economic releases are not really good. And as you see, dollar prices at least started to fall. That was the situation which we were just waiting for. So prices are like this accumulation of the energy near to the local resistance of 99.50, of 99. And the next movement, as we said, was a speculative retest of this local resistance of 99.50, 99. And the next situation about which we actually told you is a reversal which have to happen, and it's now happening. So as you see, the scenario is going on as the same as we actually told you from past previous programs. The price of are accumulating energy, they're going to they're going to speculatively retest the local resistance. After that, they're going to reverse. So that's the situation with dollar prices. And of course, while dollar's falling, Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq prices, index prices, are kind of continuing to rise, and that's really normal. That's really logical. So they would continue this rising. There is some potential, for example, for Dow Jones, as you see, 35,20. I mean 35,200, 35,600. For Dow Jones next potential of rising, and for Nasdaq 15,050 are the next levels which Nasdaq is going to retest. But don't forget that due to the impulsiveness of this movement, which is now going on, for example, this rising of stock market, you just have to just use this as bullish traders, just to use it just to close your long positions as fast as you can, because as you know, stock market of the United States is going to be bearish during next months. So that's something like that's some long-term prediction about which you have to be aware of. And this short-term upward impulse is going to finish by next reversal. So don't forget S&P 500, 4,600, Dow Jones 35,600, 35,500, and Nasdaq maximum is going to retest 15,020, 15,500. So that's all we can actually say about the potential of next upward movement of stock market, which have to happen while dollar prices are falling. So while dollar prices, the United States dollar prices are falling, oil prices and gold prices as well can continue to rise. Let's see how they are going to, how they are actually moving during this session. We are going to check it later. Now we have some forex pairs: euro to United States dollar, pound, British pound to United States dollar, Australian dollar to United States dollar, and New Zealand dollar to United States dollar. As you see, New Zealand dollar and GBP are kind of bearish, but euro and Australian dollar, previously, they're kind of more powerful to United States dollar. And the main reason is that oil prices, for now, they are not falling, they're just consolidating. So this would make United States dollar to Australian dollar to be kind of less powerful than to NZD or GBP. Euro is actually is realizing a really impulsive movement. 1.1150 is a maximum which it could retest. I think that the prices are not going to retest 1.1150. So 1.11 is the nearest level which is going to get retest, and then prices are going to reverse. 1.32, 1.3250 are the levels which are going to retest by pound, but I don't think so. I don't think that prices are going to really rise further than 1.3150, 1.3120. So let's say 1.3150, 1.3120 are the levels which are going to get retested by the prices in the near future. And the impulsiveness of this movement could really make the trend to reverse faster than we think. So for stock market bulls, for euro, pound, or Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar bulls, you just need to know that this movement, which is now going on, is correctional. It is a correctional movement. It could continue. It could continue for some sessions even, but you should know that that's a correctional movement. You just need to get out of this market as fast as you can, and after some profit making, which is planned. So don't go for maximum. Just cut the profits when you get the the level you have already planned for. So because prices are of stock market indexes, price of Australian dollar, euro, and pound are going to reverse early or later. They're going to actually reverse anyway. And there's a situation which we had on the markets of forex pairs, main forex pairs. What's going on with oil market? As we see, prices are rising because of dollar prices falling, but this upward movement is not really powerful. So I don't believe that prices of oil are going to strengthen further. So pay attention. 100 is a very important level, and prices are going to break through it again. And I think that prices even are going to consolidate around it, or even get under it and stuck under it. So if something like that happened, this would be a really good signal that China is going to report high level of infection among Chinese, which is the main instruments by which China could somehow leave some harsh impacts on oil prices, so make them fall further, not to rise, which is really important for China's economy nowadays. And we just need to actually wait for the retest of 100. So in near future, during nearest hours, maybe prices are going to continue this rise. But don't forget that in the nearest sessions, tomorrow Asian session, or American sessions, prices are going to reverse again and retest 100. So don't forget that for now, you have some bullish movement, but it's going to finish in the near future. So you just need to wait for the retest of 100. And natural gas as well. Natural gas rise further because natural gas is not really related to China. Natural gas is more related to Europe, related to conflict between Ukraine and Russia, and conflict continues. The United States of America try to make Europeans to buy American gas and Arabic oil to just leave to trade with Russia. Something like this could really happen, but not today, not tomorrow, not within some months. This could happen within some years. So 2024, it's a year after which Europe can actually fully deny Russian oil and gas. So 227, I said 2027, I'm sorry. 2027 is a year after which European Union can actually deny and can actually don't use Russian fossil fuels and gas. Until this moment, Europe needs to continue to buy from Russia, or just could make lower trades, make less trades, but it's going to continue to trade with them. So the situation is not going to get so hard, I think, around Ukraine, but policy here of the United States could actually play a really high role because of their supply of gas and oil to Europe, which could help Europe to just deny and get out from these trades with Russia. Natural gas continuing to rise. This movement, which is correctional, is for some sessions. It could continue for some sessions. It's going to actually finish after the test of $5, $5.02. So $5 and $5.02 are the levels after the test of which you can actually get into the bullish market again. So just wait for it and trade by the true trend. United States dollar to Canadian dollars falling because of United States dollars falling. So oil prices rising, but this rising of prices are not for a long. And as you see, this pair is now retesting a local minimum, historical minimum. Maybe prices could actually break through this level, but this could be a false breakthrough. So if it's going to be impulsive, it could be a false breakthrough. If prices are not going to stock under this level, it could be a false breakthrough. And if it's a false breakthrough, it would mean that prices are going to reverse anyway and start to rise again. So pay attention on this factor. And the United dollar to Mexican peso, which is oil currency as well, kind of falling as well. Local minimum could get retested again, $19.80. $19.90 are the levels after the retest of which we could get into a bullish market again. So just wait for this reversal and wait for some speculative false breakthrough of minimums, so after which you can actually get into bullish market for long term or even for mid term. Gold future, the price of commodity always rise when something is wrong with markets. But as you know, S&P 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq are rising for previous weeks. They were rising, and exactly as oil prices. But what could happen next? They're getting near to local maximums, and they are going to fall again. So the only thing that we can say during this week or at the first days of next week, we are going to observe a reversal on the stock market, which would help gold prices to start rise again. So 1,900, 1,880 or 860 are the levels which could get retested in the near future. After the retest of these levels, you have to wait for bullish trend to return to market. So after the retest of mainly 1,880, 1,860, you can get into the markets again as a bull, as a buyer. So just wait for the retest of these levels. Silver as well is actually already retesting the local minimum. 24 is really far away, 24.50, 24.40, let's say, is going to get retested. And after that, if we are not going to get stuck under these levels, it would mean the prices just speculatively, impulsively retest these levels, and then they're going to reverse and strengthen above them and rise further. Palladium and platinum, as I told you, they're really related to Russian exports, and they're under sanctions. They have to rise further, but if sanctions continue, many semiconductor companies around the world use palladium for their productions, and about 60 or 40% of this palladium is coming from Russia. And if sanctions are going to get harsher, the price of palladium have to actually rise. What we are observing now is some really impulsive fall, which I cannot actually explain why. It looks like that it's just happening as gold falls, but there is some local minimums near to us, like 960, 940 for platinum, and for palladium it's 2,100, 2,000, which is a psychological level. So just wait for the retest of these levels, and I think that mainly prices are going to return to the bullish trend. So just wait for the retest of 2,100, $2,000. And United dollar to Swiss franc, United dollar to Chinese yen, which are as well commodity assets, which are the defense currencies. They're actually falling as well. They're losing to United dollar. I can say that United States dollar to Swiss franc showing this power less than United dollar to Japanese yen. So US dollar to Japanese yen is more strong than to Swiss franc, but as I said, prices are going to rise further even to Swiss franc. And to Japanese yen, here we had some reversal about which we said, because movement was really impulsive here, and we said the prices are going to kind of reverse after. But here amplitude of downward movement is really under pressure. So I cannot say that prices are going to continue this downward movement. Prices maybe in the near future are going to reverse and continue to rise. So here, if you are a bear, if you're a bear, you just need to be really, or a seller, you just need to be really careful, because 122, 123 are the levels, and I think 122.50, 123 are the levels which get retest speculatively to make you believe that prices are going to go further, to fall further, but that's not what really is going to happen. Prices are going to retest 122.50, 123, and then they're going to return to the long, are going to the long position. They're going to return to upward trend. So pay attention on this factor. Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices are rising due to some analytic and due to some analysis of some analysts which believe that price of Bitcoin is going to rise further to 67 or to 57,000. I really don't believe in this kind of analysis. That was just the news which we published because some big analysts told us that it's going to happen. But as you know, most of analysts in Bitcoin and in the cryptocurrency sector, they cannot really say what is really going on with market, where price is going to be next. So here we have a really impulsive retest of local resistance, and retest of local resistance which is happening really far away from this local resistance. So here, don't forget that we have some accumulation of the price, which mostly looks like amplitude decreasing, which is not really good for prices. So the next thing that we are waiting for is a reversal. $50,000, 47,000 are the levels after the retest of which Bitcoin have to reverse. So let's see what goes on. I think the prices speculatively would rise further and retest 5,000 and even maybe 52,000, but I don't really believe in that. Prices are going to reverse. Mostly they're going to reverse. Ethereum here as well showing us the same picture, 3,600, 3,800. I don't believe that prices are going to retest 3,800. Maybe they're going to reverse from 3,600. So don't forget, price of Bitcoin, price of Ethereum, both of them are going to reverse, and they're going to harshly reverse in the near future. Thank you guys that you watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel and ring the bell so you won't you won't miss any kind of products which are getting uploaded on our channel. Don't forget to check our main official site, and we have different type of instruments for trading and different platforms, and of course different courses for professional traders and as well for beginners. Don't forget to check all this information and get yourself the thing that you need on our main website. Thank you again. Until next time, take care of yourself, and bye bye.